You're watching the Batter Fans Network.
The heroes are back. Beards talking balls, rapping pink and black. Coming live from the 305, it's official tissue. The Batter Fan, Chris and Dan, weekly rocking with you. We talk Messi, Boosie, Jordy, Lucho, the Fat Four, to Ben Cram, Noah, Ruiz, Fred. What more could you ask for? Tighten up and get ready, listen in on the pod. Solana and X in Espanol, just to even the odds. Breakdowns and gas bagging, join the tribe and just vibe. Free 99, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't hesitate, say what's up, go ahead and come in. No question about it, I'm ready to get hurt again.
No question about it, I am ready to get hurt again.
Chris, Darren's back. Welcome everybody to episode number 441 of the Batter Heroes Podcast. I'm your host, Dave. Got alongside me, as always, Mr. KBD. How are you doing, sir? Oh, you're on mute, sir.
All I have to say is we almost lost to Mascherano. But Rocco Blocco, my friend.
You know what? Let me start with that. There's a Rocco Blocco shirt dropping later tonight on the website. And before I keep going, I put the clip out there. I told you, prepárate. We're going to have Nashville for 3, maybe even 4 weeks in a row. So these are our rivals. If you want to rock the F Nashville shirt, a.k.a. Johnny Cash says F you. Oh, no, sorry. Messi says F you to Johnny Cash. Miami says F you to Nashville. Get on batteredfans.com. Promo code playoffs for 15% off.
Code.
Yeah, promo code, yes. Works also. So get ready for Nashville, because we're going to see a lot of Nashville. We've said it for the last couple of years. Who is our rival? We've said Nashville. For some reason, we just keep butting heads. It just happens.
Yes.
First playoff game, we came into the league together. First final in the League's Cup. Like, it just happens. It's here again, possibly 3-4 weeks in a row. Get your FU Nashville shirt at batteredfans.com, rocking it here. And just get playoff ready. 15% off, promo code playoffs. Chris,
We got a super slam here.
oh, okay.
And Mr. Krabs, shout out to you, my friend.
Bang! Bang!
God help us playing Nashville 3 more times.
There's a chance it's only twice. Messi has never lost to Nashville since his arrival. So we'll see. And shout out to One World One Gold. Thank you for saying it's a cool shirt. It's Messi saying "F you Nashville." It has the final score of the League's Cup game when we won our first trophy. And these are our rivals. So like I said, batterfans.com.
I need to put this. Well, go ahead. Put your comment first.
No, I think it was a Darsh. Danny really said there's no way Messi equals Vela's record. If Suarez had converted that beautiful Messi pass, he would have been. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But look, Nashville pooped the bed, because in the first half, they absolutely dominated the first half. And Messi is inevitable, right? You when Messi scored that goal, it felt, I don't know if you guys remember how the League's Cup game went down, but Miami wasn't necessarily creating a ton of chances. It was Messi that created that one chance at the top of the box,
yes,
almost at the same exact spot where he scored today. And it was just, I was like, this is why we have a chance. We have the greatest player of all time. And even when we're not playing well, Messi magic gives us a chance. And I was like, we're going to win today. Messi's going to figure out to help us win. But I did not see 5 goal contributions. It ended up being 4, but could have been 5.
I'm going to correct something first. But first, Mr. says, if this is Rocco's only season, the streets will never forget. And yes, I agree with that. And I want to mention something, because you said in the first half we were losing to Nashville. No, again, we were losing to Mascherano. Mascherano was beating us.
Fair.
Okay.
That's
Mascherano
fair.
wanted us to be defeated today. Okay. That's the facts. I want to make sure that we emphasize that on any coverage anywhere. Anyone that's writing articles, anyone that's going to interview stupid people to say stupid stuff, people talking about Inter Miami. We did not lose the first half to Nashville. We lost it to Mascherano. So
I just had Solana text me and ask me if Messi got a hockey assist on one of those goals, because if he would have gotten the 5 goal contributions, and I don't think he did.
So wait, the hockey assist like legitimately counts?
Yeah, hockey assist counted in the MLS.
Okay.
But I don't think he did. I just came on MLS.com and it says he has 29 goals and 18 assists, which would put him at 47. So he's still too shy of Vela.
You know who else blew it? And shout out to Sime with this comment. Allende is not a player. He's another one that just blew it.
People in this chat that defend Allende a lot, and I respect it, right? God. Like I stand 10 toes down for certain players also, but man, like how can you keep saying this? And Ed Barta, yes, this shirt is on the store. I was promoting it as soon as we got on here because if there's a time to get this shirt, it's now. We got Nashville for like a full month. So get your FU Nashville shirts on batterfans.com. I'll see if I could put the link on there. And if you put promo code playoffs, you get 15% off. And
shout out to Rick A with the Super Slam, $4.99 Super Slam here. Says, this is the answer. Rocco Blocco, Busi at CB, Brighton Freya starter, Allende transfer to the moon, Golasso starts, Baltasar start. I mean, you literally did a better job there, Rick A, than Mascherano did in the beginning of the game. How about that? Not even in the beginning of the game. He planned this out 24 hours ago.
Like we said, and I said it on Twitter. I put up the clip. Get ready, because there's a real chance that we play these people possibly 4 weeks in a row, and it's come to fruition. There's a chance that we play them 4 weeks in a row. So that would be absolutely wild.
And I want to mention something here because Suarez blew a shot, but at the same time, he did also have a pretty good assist, if I'm not mistaken. Like he was able to kind of move the ball around as well. Like he creates, man. So like you guys kind of got to stop throwing shade at Suarez a little bit. Like he did better than Allende, and Allende is a young buck compared to him.
No, Allende, man, the one that he had the clear open goal and he
left-footed goal. Yes,
yeah, that was rough. That was rough.
Yeah,
I'm starting to feel bad for him, man.
No, I don't feel bad for him.
I'm starting to feel bad for him.
I don't feel bad for him. He's had way. Yeah, I'll feel bad for him when he doesn't have as much playing time like Baltasar. You want me to feel bad for somebody? I'll feel bad for Baltasar if he doesn't have such a season like he's been having recently, because he hasn't had time.
And I get it. He's a professional, right? So you don't feel bad for professionals, and I get it, and I respect that, whatever. But to me, I feel like when there's a player that's struggling as much as he is, I feel like even mentally, like just give him a break from the pitch. You keep putting him out there, and he just keeps messing up. At this point, you're not helping the situation. Some players can play through it. He obviously can't. If anything, you're just screwing him up more. Like put him off, put him in as a late sub. Hopefully he can get in a tap-in goal here or there, but like you're already putting him in positions for him to fail. And I don't know. I get that you say you don't feel bad for him, but I'm starting to feel a little bad for the guy.
Well, and shout out to Mr. Duke saying, "What's up? Hello from Chicago." I think if I'm not mistaken, Chicago took a dump. Oh, they actually tied.
Oh, no, they drew. They drew at the end. And good for them, because if they would have scored again and they would have won the game, I think off a goal differential, they would have ended up in 6th place, and we would have been playing against them instead of Nashville. So
I kind of would have liked that better. But and then Orlando, we're not going to see what's this guy Alex Crimson in the chat, because Orlando just completely pooped the bed today.
They're in a 1-game playoff. They ended up in the wild card, didn't they?
I'm looking at the standings here, and yes, they ended up they're in the 9th seed against Chicago.
Yeah, that's they ended up 9th.
Yes, 9th.
They don't even get a home game for that 1-game playoff.
Nope.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
what
they
a
played in
bad
Chicago. One. No, it's where are you Orlando people at? You want to come on here and shit on us when we get destroyed, but like now you guys are sitting at 9th seed,
as they say, right? Don't spit up.
Yeah. So the atmosphere, dude, it was packed, and it was a lot of yellow. Nashville shows out.
and I've been there. I was there for League Cup final. Awesome stadium, and there are rivals. We don't like them, but I will tell you, the people that I met, very nice people. So it's a cool environment. If you ever have a chance to go out there, it's a very cool place to go watch a game.
Yeah. So the atmosphere looked good. A lot of Messi fans, a lot of Inter Miami fans. I saw a lot of jerseys, some pink, some black, some blue. There was a lot of good representation from the Miami fan, I guess we could say.
Absolutely.
As far as general thoughts go, again, Danny, I just want to emphasize we almost lost to Mascherano, but we beat Mascherano today. That's who we beat today. We didn't beat Nashville. We beat Javier Mascherano. Because Mascherano was against us today. He set us up for failure.
It felt that way, right?
He set us up for failure.
Well, go ahead and pull up the starting lineup. I'm sorry, I just realized something, and I'm fixing it as we go. So go ahead, pull up the lineup as I fix something real quick.
So I'll go over the lineup here. We got Rocco the Blocco in the back, in between the pipes. Then
Rocco
in the
Blocco
starting
coming up tonight, by the way.
Oh, for sure. And we got in the back four a Mascherano cook-up. We got Jordi Alba, Maxi Falcon, Gonzalo Lujan, the Swiss Army knife, and then Weigand, who hasn't started in God knows how long. Then in the midfield, we got the double pivot of Busquets and Rodrigo the Garbage Can. Okay. And then we got Baltasar Rodriguez at the left mid, Allende at the right mid, and then up top we have Luis Suarez and Messi. This is our starting lineup. Javier Mascherano sat in bed for days this week, thought this up, and presented it to the team, and he's like, I'm cooking, bro. This is gas right here. This is my finest work for the last game of the regular season.
What did you think specifically about the lineup? What did you like and not like?
So, first of all, I mentioned last show, he needs to put the lineup that's going into the playoffs. We need to have like actual continuity here.
And that's my fear. My fear is when I saw this and I texted you and you texted me, like, what is Mascherano doing? I said, I think this might be the lineup. I think this might be the lineup that he's cooking up for the playoffs.
This is bad all around. This cannot be the lineup. If he's cooking this and saying this is my go-to, we got problems. And then somebody online, I forgot it was Xavier, someone put down, or maybe it was Franco, I'm not sure. Someone said that maybe they put Falcon and Lujan and Weigand so that way Rocco Blocco would have to face as many shots as possible. Like stress out Rocco. Which, by the way, Rocco was putting mitts on a lot of stuff out there.
Rocco
and everybody wants to talk about how he's 5'6", like Rocco's modern life size.
Well, you know what? Look, that's it. Regular season's over. Playoffs are starting. Mascherano, unfortunately, runs things. If he puts Rocco at goal, if he puts Lujan at center back, at this point, what's the point of even talking crap about them anymore? Let's support our guys because it's go time, right? There's only a handful of games left. There's possibly only 2 games left, right? If you lose the next 2, you're done. So that's it. We've talked our crap. It's over. Now it's time to just support the boys, right? I mean, I guess today's the last day we can talk crap, right? It's still a regular season game. Lujan, I thought, had a bad game. But after today, let's just support the boys because you know how I tell you that sports is almost like romantic, the way things just kind of play out sometimes. Rocco, the backup all year on the show, and it's been fun with all the Chuck Norris type memes and things that people say. For him to just randomly come on and finish the last 3 games as the starter, and then all of a sudden have a playoff run. If he ends up the starter in the playoffs and ends up having a good run, that's pretty awesome. That's one of those things that you can just like look back on and just smile about. And I wouldn't doubt that because, like I said, sports have a funny way of just working out sometimes.
Danny, it's really uncalled for to play Lujan in the last regular season game. Like
I think Mascherano was thinking that that's who he wants to go with in the playoffs. I really do believe. I do believe that outside of Allende, because after watching Allende today, there's no chance that if Vetti's ready that Allende's gonna start.
And another part that kind of bothers me is the simple fact that there's people in the chat saying I have zero knowledge because Noah Allen and Ian Frey came back from international duty. But you know who else came back from international duty? Velasco Segovia. You know who else came back from international duty? Was the Argentine team with Messi and Rodrigo de Paul. Like, what are we doing?
I'm not sure what Amanda's referring to here. I'm sorry, Amanda. I'm not sure what you're talking about. But somebody just put Rocco this year's playoffs equals Drake Leagues Cup run. Hopefully, I'm all on board. Like, I'm not fighting it anymore. This is our guy. Probably it's looking like. So let's go, Rocco. Just play out of your mind. We'll be right there behind you in the north side, supporting you, and let's just go. Let's go.
And one more one goals mentioning off topic. They want Honey Mustard to join our USA team. What do you think, Danny Chris? Isn't he German? He's German.
He's a U.S. citizen.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's got to play for the. I think that he would be a good option. USA is always missing that finishing striker. We just can't seem to produce a good striker. But yeah.
I didn't like this lineup, right, Danny. I didn't like Lujan.
You didn't like the right side.
Lujan. I didn't like the right side. I didn't like Lujan. I didn't like Weigand and Rodrigo de Paul. Give me a break. Give me a break. I'm done. I'm so done, Rodrigo de Paul.
Okay.
I'm done.
You think he had a bad game?
I think he didn't have a game that Rodrigo de Paul is supposed to have.
Okay, fair. All right.
That's what I think.
All right.
I think if you tell me a random Rando Bando player has a game like him, I'd be like, okay, good job there, Rando Bando, but not Rodrigo de Paul.
Well, okay. I don't want to get off topic because I was going to start asking you what you think that looks like, but I will get into that maybe later this week because it's playoff time. It's time to really start cranking in these shows and talking about everything there is to talk about.
The fact that you don't want to start slamming players, Danny, it scares me because you just want to be like, oh, let's just accept all the boys. Oh my God. Like, no, Rodrigo de Paul played like a garbage can. Like he stole Bryce's job just because of Rodrigo de Paul. That's because he's Rodrigo de Paul.
Well, he wasn't the only one that stole Bryce's job. When Busquets got pushed back to center back, and that spot opened up as the double pivot next to Rodrigo de Paul, did they put in Bright or did they put in Segovia?
Today, they put in Segovia.
Mm-hmm. So I don't think it's Rodrigo de Paul that is keeping Bright off the pitch. I think it's Mascherano.
But then if you noticed in the beginning of the game, I mean, I guess we could talk about this in terms of the recap, or we're just already in it. In the beginning of the game, in the first half, Busquets was further back, and Rodrigo de Paul was further up. Then they swapped it, and then Rodrigo de Paul was further back, and Busquets was further up. For what? Because when he runs back on defense, he doesn't play defense.
Shout out to Reno. You guys are not reading my messages. They're coming. Look, I ended up putting them all on the screen here because it's hard to keep up with all of them. We try. Yeah, I try. I try my best, guys. Especially Chris. Yeah, we try to put up as many and to interact with you guys as much as possible. So if we miss yours, we apologize, but we can't put them all up, unfortunately.
And I want to mention something here. I get who DePaul is. I don't want to trash this guy. He is a big time player.
Sure, sounds like you do.
Like I don't want to. I don't want to trash him. He is a big time player, but like Rodrigo de Paul is not playing like this guy that we're supposed to get, Rodrigo de Paul. He's playing like a whatever guy. And we're reading your messages, guys. It's just like they're going really fast.
And then just real quick, right there, I put the link for anybody asking about the FU Nashville shirt that I'm wearing. It is right there. You can click on that link or just go on the store. When you go to shop, it's literally, you scroll all the way down. It's the last shirt across the bottom. FU Nashville SC. Playoffs, 15% off. All right, Chris. I guess we could go directly and try to stay organized and go straight into the game recap.
Okay, so game recap is Mascherano sets us up for defeat. We're losing to Mascherano in the first half. So in the first half, literally it was just Nashville on the pedal the whole time.
Yeah.
Like they were in control the entire time. Lujan and Falcon, I don't know what was, well, Falcon was actually playing better defense in the beginning than Lujan, but it was a disaster in the beginning.
And Nashville had a few opportunities that they didn't convert on. Rocco had a couple blocks, but Nashville blew some. Those Hani Mukhtar went over the crossbar when I thought that he had an easy one to convert also.
I would love to know. I would love to know the amount of shots that they had in the first half, because
I'll tell you right now, they had
the amount of they had 15 in total in the game. So 12 of the 15 were in the first half. That is wild.
And then Jean Murad, Danny, the MLS just updated 29 goals and 19 assists. So he ended up one short of Carlos Vela's record, a.k.a. the one that Suarez screwed up on.
Yeah, that sucks. Do I sound like I'm on auto-tune? Do I sound weird?
It's not. You could say a full sentence, like speak a whole soliloquy, but for some reason, when you finish speaking, the last word kind of just like auto tunes its way. It's really weird. But I think it might be that thing that you're using. All right. So Chris, game recap, and real quick, all attacks came from Chelo's side, but don't tell Danny that. Chelo is good MLS. He is a good MLS player. And Nashville likes to attack down that left side, our right side. So go ahead, Chris. And, by the way, I say Frey is a better player. I'm just saying Chelo is not a bad player.
And you're not going into extremes like I am. That's what you're doing.
I try not to.
So we go towards the game. I guess let's talk about the Allende karate kick to the chest. I didn't see anything out of that. Like somebody mentioned in the chat that should have been a red card. I didn't see any bad. Like he wasn't looking at the player. He was following the ball the whole time. Stuck his foot out. That's
what stick your foot up. Yeah.
I mean, how can you like? I mean, what you're supposed to be more aware of, like the player in front of you.
You're not supposed to go studs up.
I mean, but people do that. And during the game, is that illegal?
Yeah, I have Florida man. Okay, I'll fix it. It's not easy, especially when they score late, man. I don't even know how I got on here on time.
You guys are better producers than any other producer we'll hire in our lives. Trucko is saying that was close to a red. Gus says, Chris, that was a red card. Trucco is saying studs were up, but look, Jack Hart saying it was a yellow. Reaper saying yellow and nothing more. He tried to play the ball.
I agree. I don't think it should have been a red, but studs up is always dangerous because they can call a red.
But I mean, he didn't. I mean, apparently, from what like Taylor Twelman was saying, he didn't kick above the waist, and he followed the ball the whole time. Like I know that the whole he got a yellow, but it wasn't a red. I don't think it was a red. He followed the ball the whole time. He didn't kick him in the face. Supposedly, he like nicked him in the face or something like that. But it looked like it was straight to the chest. And my name is Jeff is saying 50-50 ball, unintentional leg, not above waist equals no red. That sounds like a very referee response, Jeff.
But that's true. And that's why I think the yellow is more than enough.
Yeah. Yellow guys in the chat, Mr. Spider Pig. That's right. And Soccer Daddy seeing right through me, saying that I love mid players. You got my number, Soccer Daddy, saying Chris is worse than Twelman. I love me some mid players. Like in any league ever. I love mid players.
How I told you that you shouldn't have let your kid get a Campana jersey?
Now you know why I let him get a Campana jersey.
No. I was going to ask you. And you said, no, that's who he likes. He has to get it. So if your son randomly said today, like, I want an Allende jersey, are you letting him get an Allende jersey?
No, because Allende's garbage. He wasn't like what he was. Like Campana was huge at the time when he first started watching Inter Miami.
Okay.
Like he was putting up goals. The run that time,
the short run that Campana had that coincided with Jose watching football was the run that Allende had to start the season. That's it.
Yeah, you could say that.
Right.
I mean, you're trying to compare apples to apples. I think it's a little different. I think Campana not playing with Messi for like his whole time and having to play with Bryce Duke as his 10 at some point kind of sucks.
Sean, I literally tried to, but because we're currently live, it doesn't let me touch the thumbnail. So don't worry, it will get fixed. Okay, it will get fixed. It just doesn't let me do it as we are live. I appreciate you guys keeping us honest with that stuff. I'll make sure that next time to remember to change it before I get on here.
So Sam Surge scores at the 43rd minute. Literally, our defense was crumbling.
What happened to the Messi goal?
Oh, that's right. Holy crap. I totally missed the Messi goal. Yes. At the 34th minute. Yes. And that was assisted by Jordi Alba. Nice.
Nashville is dominating this game. Absolutely dominating the game.
That happened literally at the blink of an eye.
That was it, because it looked like we could get nothing going. And all of a sudden, and I'm telling you, I was there. It happened right in the same exact spot as the Leagues Cup final. Right on top of the box, left side of that. He gets by a defender and goes and just sneaks it into the corner. It was a thing of beauty. When I saw that, I said, we're going to win this game. That's one thing I said. We're going to win a game that we're going to get outplayed in. And then obviously the second half turned on its head, right? But at the time, I was thinking, we're going to win a game that we're getting outplayed in. And this is why nobody should doubt that we have a chance to win the MLS Cup. For everybody's like, oh, no, we have no chance. We have no chance. We have Messi. If you have Messi, you got a chance.
Yes.
Proven by that first half. Now, obviously, we ended up pooping the last couple minutes of the first half. But with Messi, you always have a chance.
And that was a beautiful goal. Like, I mean, the fact that he can be able to kind of make that right off the pass of Jordi Alba, it was fantastic.
Yep.
It was fantastic.
I'm trying to see if I can. Surge.
Yeah, my favorite Surge. I got his FIFA card, though, by the way. He's an 83. I can't get Messi's card because it costs like 1 billion freaking coins.
No, it doesn't.
No, it's not.
It's the first card I bought.
What are you talking about? Like the new FC 26? You bought the Messi card?
Yeah, I got it for like 15,000.
No, you got it for 15,000?
Yeah,
or 1,500.
Huh?
There's no way.
15,000. What's myself?
Oh, you got like the regular gold one. I'm trying to get like the
primo. Oh, okay.
Yeah, get the primo one, Poppy. Come on.
But that's because you play with players that you don't care. Like I only like playing with my players. Like I'm not rocking the Surge out there.
I mean, I got the Surge. It's an 83 ranked. I mean, the Mukhtar's a little better, but
they're coming out with the nice Boosie and Alba retirement cards, just in case you can keep an eye out this week.
Yes, I'm definitely going to be on the lookout for that. Now, the goal that they scored on us was at the 43rd minute. It was Sam Surge, assisted by Hani Mukhtar. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this was the goal that was, if I'm not mistaken, the header by Sam Surge, right? The assist was from Hani Mukhtar. I'm watching our defense. Go ahead.
I was going to say that they all got sucked into that side of the pitch.
Yes.
But that whole first half, they were just going back post. cross it to the back post,
Yes.
and it's like Miami's like,
Whatever.
Rocco will take care of it, I guess, because nobody was covering the back post. It felt like Chelo, Lujan, and Falcon were all just getting sucked in and then just leaving open the back post.
Yeah, playing that help side sort of defense. And then all of a sudden there was the thing in that case when I looked back and I posted the goal. And if you look back at it, you really could see that Lujan is lost. Completely lost. Doesn't know who to guard. And Rodrigo De Paul has to end up recovering to guard Serge, but then he doesn't even jump on the play. And then there goes the header, and the ball's in the goal. And it sucks because like Rocco was playing pretty well before that. So to allow that kind of goal sucks, especially him being in his position for sure.
And that was just what, like 6 or 7 minutes after Messi scored?
Yes, very shortly after, about 9 or 10 minutes after.
And then a couple minutes after that, we gave up another one.
Yes, literally 8-9 minutes later.
And they scored that second one right after Messi almost got a goal. I don't know how he got the shot on goal where it hit the post off a horrible angle. Suarez really crossed it, and somehow he got his foot to it, and it hit the post. I had no idea how he got it on goal almost. And then on the next possession, Nashville went up and scored.
Well, and look, Xavier's saying I'm good with our seeding, rather Nashville than Chicago or Columbus. I mean, guys, we literally just played Nashville. We're going to be playing Nashville for the next month in the playoffs. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Nashville. So 9 minutes later, Schaffelberg, the hottie of the team, with the curls that get Canadian the girls, Messi, ends up getting a rebound goal because this was off of I believe it was Hani Mukhtar that got the shot. Mm-hmm. And if you look back, Rocco had a piece of that, and then it hit the ball, hit the post. If you look back, you'll see he got a piece of it. Yeah, I saw a little piece that he got.
Okay. All right. Well, and we'll give it to him. All right. Rocco Blocco strikes again.
And he was striking all day today. Okay. And then Schaffelberg gets the rebound because nobody is covering that side. Mm-hmm. I think Falcon was like the closest defender.
Yeah. At that point, you get to halftime. You go into halftime, and after the Messi goal, I feel really good because I was like, "Well, they played us big time, and we're still going into the half 1-0. Like this is what this team does. We could get outplayed, and still Miami will figure out how to take a lead with Messi. But all of a sudden, we gave up those 2 goals, and it was like, man, this is rough. This defense is effing terrible." And I did not feel good going into half. I don't know how you felt at halftime. And I'm asking chat, how did you feel at halftime?
Well, I feel the disrespect for Mr. Krabs here saying I wish that I had hair like Schaffelberg. I mean, who doesn't want hair like Schaffelberg? And as long as it comes with a mustache like Joe Willis, give me a mustache like Joe Willis and some Schaffelberg hair. I'll take that in a heartbeat.
And shout out to Henry. No, we just read the messages and whatever we feel is interesting to put up, like this one right here by Adia, we'll put up. So I don't really focus in too much on who wrote what until after I put it up.
Very good and efficient message, by the way, by Aria. You get a double blast. Yeah. Defense was just trash. Efficient to the point. Boom. Very Gonzalo Lujan-ish.
And shout out to Samo from India. Much appreciated. Yes. And for those of you watching, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, like the video. You just liking the video helps us out and supports us so much. We appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Yeah. Well, and shout out. Look, I think Chris Georges from the Heron Heads is on. Shout out to you if that is you. And now my connection's working. Sorry. I had the internet guy come over today. Yeah. Christopher, Christian, that can sprawl out a bunch of things.
Didn't you just say George?
Christopher Georges. That was his last name.
George is his last name?
I mean, I think. I don't know. Maybe he's like
that's one hell of a last name.
I've known people with Georges as a last name. That's pretty common.
No, it's not. Who's called
Yes, it is.
George
I've
the
known
last
3
name?
people in my life
Oh, you
that
are
actually
full of
have.
crap.
Listen, I can show you.
As a
One of them
last
is a
name?
driver at my company, and his name is
No.
actually Chris Georges. Promise
You
you
spell it
that.
with a K or with a C?
No, it's with a C.
Of course.
I'm not lying. Look,
Yeah.
look, he's saying it. It is. Well, shout out
George
to Chris.
I thought it was George.
I
Even though
said Georges.
George's sounds rare also, but George is what I didn't believe.
That's not rare. I've known 3 people in my life with Georges as a last name.
Good job, Dennis. You just shut me up. That is true. Paul George. Thank you.
Wow.
You too, Florida man. Shout out to you guys. Keep me
know what's
honest.
funny?
All right. Oh, go ahead.
There was a name that I saw this week, and I'm like, are they still making those guys? I'm gonna have to try to remember that. All right, starting the second half, Danny.
How did you feel at halftime?
How did I feel at halftime? I felt like crap, to be perfectly honest. I felt like crap. I thought we were gonna take a L, but then at the same time, we have Messi, and we have a bunch of other players that I know that can be able to kind of pick it up for the team. Again, we were losing to Mascherano, and I'm just hoping that at some point he's going to be like, well, I think I should put the good players in now.
Shout out to Henry. It ends with the regular season. It was a regular season award.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to check how many Carlos Vela had in the playoffs and how many the record is for those combined. I'll check right now.
And 1 World, 1 Goal. Yes, Duran was a great group of off topic. Those are my uncles. Roberto Duran is my cousin. Okay, and Kevin Durant is my arch nemesis.
No mas? Is that who you're claiming right now?
Why not? Right now, he was a good boxer. Mano de Piedra. Come on, man. You're gonna say no mas just because he had one moment, and his people can't have bad moments in their life, Danny?
He got paid off to do that.
I know, but like, why you gotta try to do that? He's a boxer in a rigged system.
My daughter's doing the Hispanic Heritage Month celebration or whatnot, project.
Yeah, my daughter did a Messi.
Oh, my son's doing Argentina. He's doing Messi also. But
yeah.
My daughter got Panama. She didn't get to pick. And she's like, name 3 famous people from Panama. Not easy. So I got Mariano Rivera. I got El General.
Yeah.
And the only other one I could think of was Noriega, the corrupt president. But then me and my wife had but that's what my wife was telling me. I was like, of course you can pick him. He's very famous. You can't do that. You know they got him locked up right down the street, right? He's here.
Where?
If he hasn't died yet.
Serious?
Yeah. Right down here, south of Coral Reef.
There's got to be other famous Panamanians.
Famous
Panamanians.
Maybe there is. I couldn't think of any. But I wanted to put Noriega. My wife said absolutely not. I thought that.
Oh, you got Ruben Blades. Ruben Blades is a hell of an actor. He was on Walking Dead.
I don't know who that is.
He's a hell of an actor. Is who he is. I mean, I guess they don't manufacture legends out of Panama like this. Like what? It's only like a list
Mariano
of
Rivera.
12 people.
But that's a pretty good one, Mariano Rivera.
I mean,
all right.
Panama's got to step it up a little bit.
Go ahead, Chris. Second half.
So in the second half, I mean, things haven't changed just yet. There was only really one substitution made, and it was later in the game at the 56th minute. Schaffelberg comes out because he looks like he was getting like spasms or something in the back. Tyler Boyd comes in for him. Now, in the beginning of the second half, you could just tell that we started finally putting some gas on the pedal, and we started to play a little bit more offensively. And we get to the point where there is a penalty in the box, which leads to Messi stepping up to take the kick. And my son asked me, he's like, you think he's going to make it? I'm like, I don't know. He's facing a white guy from America with a big mustache. I'm kind of afraid right now. So luckily he hesitates enough and he puts it into the goal. You know, there's your penalty kick. He starts saying, oh, is it? People are going to call him Pessy. I said, I guess. I mean, he just scored a penalty, but he's not like a penalty guy.
No, when you compare him and I hate
the Pinaldo, I think it's so dumb.
It's like just enjoy one, and then whoever wants to enjoy the other. But with that said, Ronaldo has taken many more penalties than Messi has.
Yeah, And look, Heriberto saying Miami is above and beyond better than any MLS team out there. On paper, absolutely.
Yeah, it's the defense that's so leaky that worries everybody because we're going to give the other team opportunities to score. Us holding a clean sheet is rare. So if a team can play a low block and just make it difficult for us, I mean, there's a chance that we could lose. Look at Chicago. Chicago put 5 on our head. So
there's the penalty kick. Now that's when the game is officially tied. And I think that's when Javier Mascherano just said, I don't want to win this game. And he decides, I'll sacrifice my dumbass and finally put good players. Ian Frey comes in for Weigand. Segovia comes in for Lujan. And you think, why'd that happen? But that's because Busquets drops down at the center back position. Rodrigo de Paul drops back a little bit. And that's, like you mentioned earlier in the show, Segovia comes in and plays like a center mid sort of position at that point.
Yeah, at that point, he's a box-to-box 8. And look, we've said whenever you put Segovia centrally, that's where he is at his best. And the way he links up with Suarez and Messi at the top of the box, Baltasar Rodriguez and everybody, look, if we have a team going into the playoffs where you have Segovia and Bright coming off the bench, I'm sorry, Segovia and Bright are probably a top 3 player in just about almost all the teams across the league. And
I want to give some credit to DePaul. I literally stood up in my house and I clapped like crazy because I'm like, finally, you're doing it. DePaul, Jesse Revuelta says DePaul finally took a shot, wasn't on target, but at least he shot. Listen, that's what I want. Like, that's what I want, though.
And I'm not a fan of Boosie at center back. It worked today. Like, you're right, it did. And he had a nice, was it on Mukhtar, where it was on one-on-one where he poked it away. Great. Yeah, great play by him. But when our biggest weakness is defending transitions, Busquets is not your ideal person to have back there. So, maybe you could do it for spot moments, late game situations where you want to put in somebody else. But to be in a starting lineup and play like that for 90 minutes or 70 minutes, no, absolutely not. You can't count on that.
And Heriberto is saying Nashville goals were both on counter. That's Miami's kryptonite. You're right. It is Miami's kryptonite. Luckily, we're not going to talk about that anymore because they don't score any more goals because we started beating Javier Mascherano at that point.
Yep.
And so we end up scoring another goal. And this is at the 67th minute. Baltasar Rodriguez gets a rebound or a tap in, I guess, because it was sort of a kerfuffle in the box. And this was, if I'm not mistaken, off of a Messi shot. There was a shot that was taken, and it was a deflection.
It was off a Suarez shot, I believe. It was off of a Suarez shot. But there was one before that where Baltasar tried to chip the keeper, and it just went just wide right. In the second half, they were on it. They were creating opportunities.
Well, I mean, you definitely saw the change shift when good players came in for not good players. The moment you saw Lujan come off. Yeah.
In the first half, Nashville 12 shots to Miami's 4 shots. In the second half, Miami's 13 shots to Nashville's 3 shots.
Yeah, that's wild, bro. That's wild.
Yeah.
And my name is Jeff. It says, think Son and Dennis know Messi got a hattie. Listen, not only a hattie, but like from what I heard at the end of the broadcast, Boanga needs like 6 goals.
He needs 5 to tie.
5 to tie, 6 to beat. Yeah, what a mess. Good luck.
Man. What's another conversation we can have later this week? Did you hear about Son's contract?
No.
Where he's going to get loaned out to a team in Europe in the offseason?
Oh, yes, that's supposedly so he can kind of keep his momentum.
Yeah, because like David Beckham did with AC Milan when he was playing for the Galaxy.
Yeah.
But when he did that for AC Milan, I think he stayed out there for like a year. Like he wasn't just for the offseason. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I wasn't like deep into the MLS back then. But I think that he stayed over there for like a year. It was a clause in the contract. So you always got to sign. You got to read through your contracts.
You could just like come and go whenever you want.
Francisco said it was for 6 months. Then David Beckham went. Okay, I thought it was like a year, but regardless.
Okay.
All right, Chris, go ahead, keep going.
So after Baltasar scores, right? We got a couple other substitutions. 73rd minute, Bright comes in for Baltasar, and then a couple Nashville substitutions. Messi ends up scoring another one. Now this was a beautiful play, and he pointed back at Ian Frey because Ian Frey set him up on a silver platter. Messi came in, passed it to Ian Frey. Ian Frey said, "Boom! I'm gonna put it right there where you want it." And then that's when Messi just gets it all around the defenders, right into the back of the net. That was a beautiful goal and a good team goal.
Yeah. Look, I've said, Cello is not a bad starter, but Frey is much better. And I know Chris says that, and that's fair if you want to say that Cello's a better defender. I think Frey's a better defender also, but I think Frey is just better all around. And I just, Cello, if there was any doubt in Mascherano's mind whether he should start Frey or Cello in the playoffs, I think today should have cleared that up. So Ian F. and Frey showed up today when he came in, and Cello cannot. No, what Cello does very well is picks his spots, find the spaces, and crosses it into the box. Whereas in Frey, when he's on the ball, sometimes he stays on the ball and tries to be the defender and tries to create. And I don't hate it, right? Because Frey can do that, but Cello understands his limitations, so he won't stay on the ball. He's not going to try to get by a defender. If he goes ahead and he sees that there's a defender coming, he'll either pass it back or he'll cross it in. But because that's not his strong suit, and that's okay. Frey is better.
Can you hear me a little better now? Am I still T-paining?
You're not T-paining anymore, no.
Okay, all right. I don't know. I'm just going to stop pressing buttons over here.
Okay.
But after that goal, we have another goal, which is the final goal to Lasco Segovia. This is assisted by Messi in the 91st minute. At this point, you don't think, like, that's it, game's over. And that's a good one. That's a good comment. That's a good comment by V Vega. Very good. I'll put it on mute next time for the whole show and then just talk like in the old school silent movies. So Segovia gets a goal. That's nice. He comes off the bench, scores off of a Lionel Messi assist. You start to think maybe it's possible he can get the record, but it doesn't happen. So,
yeah. All right. Well, we went 5-2. This is what we needed to see, because beating New England, beating Atlanta, although good and I'm sure great for chemistry, those teams suck. You needed to have a good win against a team like this. Up until today, Nashville had played 16 home games. Do you know how many goals they have given up in those 16 home games before today?
Let me know.
12. Today, they almost gave up half of that in one game to Miami. If Luis Suarez converts, they give up half of that. 12 goals in 16 home games up until today. Miami puts 5 on them today.
Or if Allende converts.
Yes, Allende also blew one. Nashville is a solid defensive team, but Miami is that good offensively. For all the crap that we talk about, Allende blows a lot of chances, Suarez isn't finishing, we still finished top of the league in scoring, I believe. Let me double check before I say something that isn't accurate, but I believe we still ended up top of the league in scoring. So for all the stuff that everybody says about Miami, they can't finish. Imagine if they weren't. Imagine if they had Allende finishing consistently. Imagine if Suarez was finishing consistently. Miami
we
ended the league.
Goals.
By far and away the best offensive team. The closest team is Chicago with 68. Like, Miami can kick some ass. It's just they gotta fix up this defense, because you can't be giving good teams in the playoffs opportunities, because they'll nail them. Right?
Yeah.
All right. So I guess we are on to standouts.
Our standouts. So standout to me, I'm gonna give my standout to Baltasar Rodriguez.
Okay.
I'm gonna give my standout to Baltasar Rodriguez because he helped advance the ball. He had balls. He was able to move the ball very well. He dribbled very well. I mean, that's what I want out of Baltasar Rodriguez. I'm not necessarily asking him to play the best defense, but at the same time, I'm asking him to be more of a productive player on the offensive side. And I felt like he did his job.
I'm going to go Jordi Alba. And there was one play where Jordi Alba in transition, Honey Mukhtar on the left side, he passes back to, I think it was Surridge. And Jordi Alba is the only one that's keeping pace with Surridge, and he gets a foot on the ball to clear it away from Surridge. Jordi Alba, I thought that play had a good game.
Great
and I'm going to go
defense.
Rocco Blanco. Rocco, those 2 goals, I wouldn't say are on him. Somebody should have been defending the back post. And he had some good blocks. And I'm all on the Rocco Blanco train. That's it. You are our guy heading forward. We have no other options. Help us get to the promised land. So Rocco Blanco and Jordi Alba for me. I didn't think Rodrigo De Paul had a bad game either, but I wouldn't say he's a standout. But go ahead. Segovia, another standout to me. I thought Segovia looked good when he came on. Ian Frey looked good when he came on.
I mean, you're giving the whole team a standout. Like, who are you giving man of the match other than Messi at this point? Or who are you giving the Kepena?
There's an S there, standouts.
Okay, but like you're giving the whole roster. Who you giving the Kepena?
Allende for almost tripping over himself when he had a clear goal.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Lujan for just being Lujan. There was, I think, one play that I saw Lujan did that it was like decently nice.
He had a good defensive stop. Yeah.
Yes. Other than that, he played like the goal that was scored on us, which was the header of Sam Surridge. It could have been us. It could have been I don't want to say denied because Lujan's got a height disadvantage. But I think if he would have been on his P's and Q's, he would have defended that better. Rodrigo
De Paul was on Surridge, and Surridge just basically boxed him out and got above him. But Rodrigo De Paul shouldn't be the last man in defense there. This should be Weigand. This should be Lujan. Somebody should be over there also. But Rodrigo De Paul should have done a better job on that.
And I want to mention something here because Pedri Potter is mentioning Kepena for Bright. Typically, I prefer not to pick people coming off the bench as Kepena players or like standouts. You know, I like to give it to people that played most of the game, if not the whole game, unless they did something catastrophically bad or like really good. And shout out to Cringe with the super duper ooper super blooper slam. Cringe with a $4.99 super slam says, kudos to Chris for giving props to Rocco Blanco while everyone was knocking him for it. By the way, I just want to make sure everyone is fully aware here. I came up with the nickname Rocco Blanco. I did that. That's mine. I'm going to trademark it.
All right. So you said Kepena, Lujan. Who's your man of the match other than Messi?
So my man of the match other than Messi is exactly who I was just talking about, Rocco Blanco.
Okay.
Rocco Blanco gets my man of the match. He had a good game despite almost getting defeated by Javier Mascherano, getting set up for failure by Javier Mascherano. So he is okay with putting his best defenders in front of Ustari. But on the last game of the season, you want to put Lujan and Weigand, and you're going to set up your backup goalkeeper for probably getting dominated by a pretty offensive team in Nashville with 2 players up front that can put goals. That's messed up. Man of the match, other than Messi, goes to Rocco Blanco.
Now, I gave standout to a bunch of people. I would go Jordi Alba. You already went Rocco. I'm going to give it to Suarez. Just because so many people are giving him crap for messing up that goal contribution, I think he had a good game. It doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but I think he was setting some people up. I think that he created some good opportunities for himself and others. I thought he had a good game. Maybe I should have said standout for him and Jordi Alba man of the match other than Messi. I guess I'll flip-flop that because I thought Jordi Alba had a really good game also. But
Jordi Alba did have a pretty good game.
So I'm gonna say Luis Suarez. I'll switch it up. Luis Suarez standout, Jordi Alba man of the match other than Messi. But I didn't want to go that without being said. Luis Suarez, I thought had a good game, and I know that a lot of people are just gonna kill him because he ruined Messi tying that record. And I don't know if that's gonna kind of be what people think about today, but I think that shouldn't take away from the fact that he had a good game.
Listen, Allende has ruined it all season for him, so like whatever. And then we got people in the chat that love Allende and then blame me because I talk about Yannick Bright. Get out. Rob in the comments saying Suarez was garbage, but again, Danny doesn't know ball. Not shocked. Dude is falling over himself. That's why Messi is Miami, absolutely carrying this bum squad.
Look, if you don't think that Suarez runs and takes defenders with him, and if you don't think that Suarez is helping set people up, and then Frey with the backhand Suarez dummy was good as well. Like Suarez, look, Rob, maybe I don't know ball. I don't know how much ball you know because there's things that happen that aren't on the stat sheet, and there's things that people can do without the ball that can contribute to the game. So.
Listen, if you guys want your ball knowledge, you can go elsewhere to go get it. Like, they're basically giving you the same stuff we're saying. Like, there's no difference. No one has any other inside scoops or knowledge.
Can you hear how you sound? Like,
No,
I know
I
that
can't.
you know you changed. Okay.
I did change it. I just don't know what I changed it to.
Got you. Okay.
But we're super serious here. We do running behind lines and congested play and what is it? You got to give me the key words here, Danny.
The compact defense.
Compact defense.
I mean, it's true. I mean, you go. We have fun on here. we have fun on here. But if we were just hit you with compact defense, those line breaking runs and stuff like that, and just stop, Chris, we laugh too much, and just stop laughing, people might take us a little more seriously. But because we laugh and have a good time, people just say we have no. Oh, there he goes. There goes Darth Vader. All right, Chris. Final thoughts.
Football 101.
Yeah,
that's it.
Football
101.
I like it.
And catch us tonight. We're going to be doing the Battered MLS fans show tonight because we're going to be talking about the results of Decision Day.
Right, and then just look at the bracket overall. It'll be a fun show. So, it's just we're not going to get in depth with all the games. But look, this is what we do. We're fans. We have no ball knowledge, apparently, but we're fans. And we just like to have fun, and we enjoy the MLS. The playoffs are starting. So we're going to get on there at around 11 o'clock, give or take, maybe 11:15-ish, whenever the last game ends. And we're just going to talk about the results, what the bracket is looking like, and what we're looking forward to. So if you guys join us for that. Oh, and one last plug. Battered Heat fans starts tomorrow, 8 a.m. Me and Solana have the season preview. If you are a Miami Heat fan, we're starting it up. So make sure that you tune in and check us out. Battered Heat fans tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. It's not live. Okay. So if you're putting up comments, you're not going to bring them up. But that is when the video is dropping, season preview. And if you are a Heat fan, make sure you check us out because we'll be talking Miami Heat all season. So Battered Miami Heat podcast. That's the YouTube channel. So go ahead and make sure you check that out. All right. I think that's it, right? All right. So
that's it.
We're coming at you a lot coming in the coming days and weeks because the playoffs are starting. We are excited because we feel like this is the season where we finally get to lift that trophy. So if you feel and you are in the need of Inter Miami talk, make sure that you plug in, hit that notification bell because we will be coming at you guys a lot and talking a lot of Inter Miami. So make sure that you do that and on the MLS show also because we're going to have a lot of other teams on there so they could tell us about the other teams in the playoffs and all that stuff. So appreciate everybody. If you're listening on audio, leave us 5 stars, comment, review. YouTube, like and subscribe. And in the chat, you guys are effing awesome. We love you guys so much. And we'll be back on Monday to talk just more Herons. So until the next one, have a good one.